There's a lot of things wrong with today. One, it's a weekday. Two, work sucked so much. And three, I think we fucked up. Yeah. And why I say that is because of these two. I don't know if I was supposed to meet Sebastian first, then go to the mountain, or go to the mountain, then meet Sebastian. I don't know. I don't know. I'm Rain TV. We're about to mess around with some magic. I need a distraction from work. Not only from work, but from Fortnite, because they are really trying to suck me right back in. That's what she said. Roll the clip. Okay. We have to go into this tavern. Oh, Lord. Really, seriously, work sucks so much. Man, and it's just going to get worse after March.
Charming. Spiders. How fitting.
So much worse. You have no idea. Thinking that working with family was a good idea. But we're gonna take a step back and get our ass mollywopped by spiders. Can you leave me alone? What did I do? Hey, yo, hey. I'm sure whatever your problem is, we can talk about it civilly and like adults. Seriously. Or not. Really? We have to use violence. Really? What's up with all the violence, guys? Is it really that necessary? You're a big boy. You should not be here right now. Man, I am just getting mollywopped by spiders. Hey, guys, can we talk about this? I'm sure there's something we're both not understanding about whatever is going on here. I'm sure if we sit down and discuss it. Damage and airborne. That means I have to do this. Ugh. Fine.
Arrest the momentum. Cruising.
Bye.
Arrest the momentum. Defender.
Is that it? Okay, cool. Alright.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
May I ask why that was completely necessary? There's another one right over here. Whatever.
Revelio.
We are going to go nowhere, apparently, because that was BS. There was no reason for me to go over there, I guess.
Arrest the momentum.
What's up?
Defender.
Okay, cool. That's why. Understood. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on right now. I know that
sure we taste better than a goblin dinner.
Has something to do with our artifacts.
Arrest the momentum. Protego.
That's not possible. No. Bad. How many spiders? Guys. I don't have arachnophobia, but I know I'm not going to screw around with anything with 8 legs and is hairier than me.
Arresto momentum. Defender.
You guys are...
Bombarda.
But there are so many games. I wouldn't say indie games, but some of them are indie too on Steam. There's so many games that I want to mess around with right now, and I don't know if it's the ADHD, anxiety, or the
Staircase leading here.
severe
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
case of FOMOs. I want to get this game done. I want to get it done as fast as possible so I can play more games. What's wrong with... What is wrong with wanting more games in my life? I think I should do Accio, honestly.
Revelio.
There's bad boys that I sense. My bad boy senses are tingling.
Defender. Revelio.
Bad boys. No spiders for Papa Rain. Please and
Look at
thank you.
this place. Not really my style. A bit much if you ask me.
Oh my goodness. Can we stop being rude? Like, there's this game that just came out by the same creators as Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden. I'm really trying to play Wanted Dead. So, and that just came out today, and my tax returns came back. So, between video games and crypto, I ain't doing it. And then I do my best to like stay relatively positive and like think to myself, well, now that we're gonna be on the road and we're gonna be moving around, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to like network for the channel. Or we tend to have shorter hours during the season. So I try to do my best and stay positive. Oh, you know, now that I'm, you know, whatever, now that we are on the road and we're doing stuff, and it's not going to be always at home type of thing, I'm going to have more time on my hands to, like, record. Dude, it's like I perpetually don't want to get out of bed. Like, it's that crappy feeling. Where, like, all I want to do is just stay in bed. That's the feeling I have with work right now. Where I just don't deal with it. There's like no real, I guess, which is kind of crappy for me to say this, but there's no like real healthy-ish way to deal with the situation at the moment, and it kind of sucks. I have to say it like that. Oh,
We've seen ships like these before. Confringo! Can't get out of here quick enough.
does suck, but
Revelio.
Roll with the punches, my dearest friends. Isadora's journal.
Sebastian, a journal entry. We should look for more.
I
Why couldn't she have
apologize
kept all her
for
journal entries in one place?
my language earlier, but have no idea. It's like you do your best to do one thing. Just something else. Something you try to avoid happens. I'm gonna poke you with a stick. You are not supposed to be here. Can you not? You're a big boy. Huh? Swear to God. Do not make me go full gangster on your ass. I will. Oh, I'm doing a drive-by. Drive-by. Do something about it. Nope, I'm taking this ass out. Stop hitting yourself. No, buddy. You're rude. You guys are real, yeah, being affected a lot by it, aren't you? Throw a boulder. No, bad boy. You just hurt your spider crony. Oh, I thought there was a spider over here. Wasn't there? I swore there was a spider over here. Come on. Do your thing. No, okay. No, okay. No. Ouch. Can you sit down and be good? Like a good human being? Fine. Don't make me release my army on you. I have a whole army. Okay, fine. Bring out my big guns.
Revelio.
What is all of this? Okay. Understoodo. I think.
Reparo.
No, I don't have to reparo? Yes, I do. I know I have to.
That was a piece of work.
More than one.
Revelio.
Where am I going now? Steely steel. Steely steel some more.
Did you find something?
A journal entry.
Yeah, none of your
Is it the
business. You've had an attitude as of late, Senor.
Accio.
So
Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm done sharing my finds with you.
Revelio.
Where does this go? Have a more. Oh no, nothing. That's it. Okay. Bum bum bum. There's something there. I'm assuming I have to either fix or blow up.
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs. But the view.
That
Well
sounds like a
worth
personal
it.
problem there, senor. Oh, okay. Nope. And I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm not. Well, what happened to them saying that there was fall damage? That I'm sure that had to do with. Really? Really?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Really? This game has a serious issue with like item spawns or respawns, especially in their
Revelio.
Merlin trials. Ridiculoso. Am I supposed to
Another
fix that?
barrier. We can blast through it. I'm certain.
Blast through it. Okay, you
This
sure?
can't be a dead end. Must be another floor above us.
Nope, it's a dead end.
Good news?
This journal entry sounds worrisome. Bombarda!
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Revelio!
Okie doke.
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
What is that? Uh-huh, let's see. No?
Bombarda! Revelio!
Dun, 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 dun.
Confringo!
Does that count? Thanks. Much appreciated. Much appreciate.
Revelio!
Did you see that? Did that glitch out? Another one. 1, 2. I have 2 over here. $10 it's behind that.
Another rune symbol. Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language by now.
Bombarda!
Yep.
Confringo!
Fringo.
Revelio!
Where's the other one? Right there.
Confringo!
Did I not open it? Okay, so let's do these 2 first. And then run. Bing bong. Let's go.
Could this be
Kokomo.
another area Isadora created?
Isadora
Probably.
must have honed her skill with ancient magic here.
Alright, so I think we have all.
I know from the memories
Of
I've
her
seen
entries?
that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
If I remember correctly.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
There's nothing else here.
Another ancient magic passageway to the Undercroft. The final piece to the triptych must be here.
Yeah, where at? I see it. I think I see it. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
The final canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it.
Yes, we did.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all
Revelio.
this.
Maybe. There was something I was looking at. Oh, over here. Alright, so we're done here. I didn't screw up, which is fantastic. So I can go and meet with them later. Which I'll actually do that after this, and then I'll work on the other side quests. Dragon Egg and certain stuff
I cannot
like
believe
that.
the journey this triptych took us on.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense.
I
Go
hate
on,
spiders,
place
by the
it.
way.
another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder...
What is it?
Let's find out.
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
Thank you.
That worked.
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. But someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felgroth, the destroyed painting, it was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
Why did the keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
So they can silence her? Duh. Alright, there's new quests, apparently. So we're actually going to do this one real quick. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. World map. So much easier to just fast travel everywhere. So I'm assuming, just like any other quest like this, I'm assuming it's only going to be like a few minutes. And then they're going to be like, hey, by the way, we're going to get a hold of you soonish.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Veldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
We just need to get Anne to the catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. Anne will only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
Okay, the poached egg quest, I think that might be like the longer one, but
Hogsmeade, here I
I'm
come.
not 100% sure.
I do my shopping in Diagon Alley. Even after I apparate there, it takes far too long to get around.
It's
So
not
let's
like
see.
her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are.
Time to get some eggs.
I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Yep.
That
Let's
sounds
do it.
straightforward enough.
One and done.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the
Jinx,
poachers
you owe me
once
soda.
and for all.
You owe me a butterbeer. Yeah, why
I
can't we
don't
keep the
suppose
egg?
you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then,
Okie
let's
doke.
find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food.
Nope.
We should stay on foot.
I will positively be
Oh, and one more
excellent
thing.
when it comes
Let's
to
not
returning this
agitate
egg.
her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Yep, I can hear him. I can hear
There she
the
is, above
dragon.
us. She did make it home safely.
Please
Good.
don't poke
It
me.
looks as if she wasn't collared
Oh,
like the other
eggs.
dragons.
Ashwinder eggs. More eggs. I can hear you.
Poor thing must be worried sick.
What are
For what it's
you?
worth, she doesn't seem to have
Oh, I
spotted
can't
us yet.
catch you. I don't care.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Confringo!
Sorry.
Crucible! Confringo!
Sorry. Yeah, you didn't even get a shot off until it was dead.
At least 10 usually.
Nope. I'm gonna have to fix
She
that.
is again.
Bum-bum-bum.
From a distance.
What are you jumping down here for, Hulk?
I see the bridge wasn't spared her wrath.
Do I have to fix
Revelio.
this? Yeah, I have to fix it. Oculus Reparo.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
Okie doke. Let's give this excellent
good
egg
her
back
eyesight
to this
is.
excellent dragon.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly
Why am I going down here?
How lucky for her. What's your step?
I don't wanna. Is there any more
Pity.
ghosty
She must
ghouls I
have
have to
been
fight?
Revelio.
Is there anything in here? Yes, there is.
Or just raring for a fight.
Poke. Of course, my gear slot is. Even though I did a few Merlin trials.
Quiet. What was that?
Bum bum.
There's no turning back now. Watch out! It's her domain. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. Almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
What are you worried about? Are they tracking the dragon?
How could I have been so blind?
Burp. Alright. And a basis for blackmail. Bwahahaha. I have to prepare for my owls this week. Really? It's not that far away. Dum-dum. It is time to go blackmail some people.
I beg your pardon, but...
I beg my... What now? I don't have pardons. I'm not the president. Oh, kitty cat. Who's a good boy? Who's a good fur baby? You're a good fur baby. Alright, time to go. I have a mission. I'm a hero and or a villain. I don't know yet, but I do love cats.
I don't know about
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
And just when I can use my broom is when I'm too close to said mission. Isn't that fantastic?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Well,
Hopefully,
I
by
lied.
the time
I
you
guess
return, I will be able
this
to move
one
a
is the
little
longer
freely.
of the quests of the dose. Alright, time to go interrogate some people. I mean, ask questions. I mean, Imperio. Well, speaking of the I word, the Imperio curse, the Emperor curse. Even though that, yes,
works at Gladrags.
that's
I should check
considered a unforgivable curse. I was looking in the wrong area. Can I go through this door? Yes, I can.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Hi.
Perhaps it's been here all along.
Harry Potter and Ron Weasley were using that in the movies. Food for thought.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Revelio. Revelio.
Perhaps they need
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Too late. I already did.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
It
We're
is.
on the right track.
It's too
Now
late.
to find the
Your
last of
husband's
Mr. Bickle's
probably
friends.
dead. He has other friends? Man, he has more friends than I do. Okay. Why do I keep going down? I tried to get that book, and I don't know why. For some odd reason in my head, going down that alley was a good idea. And I just did it again. Leedle. Can I jump over this? Yes, I can. I don't think I was supposed to, but I did.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Yep, he's over here. Can't you see the quest marker?
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking.
Don't think she's going to listen.
Friends. Now to find Natty.
I don't think she's gonna listen though. She might be part of all of this though. Just saying. It wouldn't be the first time an oral went bad. So, you know. How do I get myself stuck in this? Ooh, what is this? Oh, something I can't hold. Because I need to sell my stuff. I should have when I was over there by that, by the clothing store. But either way, this concludes the end of said mission. So let's see if I can get back to her real quick. Lickety split here.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
No. Bad juju. Bad mumbo jumbo. See if I can get far enough away so I can use my broomy stick. Or if you're just not going to let me use my broomy stick at all. Are you going to let me use my broomy stick? Nope. Not going to let me use my broomy stick. Understandable. I get it. I totally get it. I understand why you wouldn't like me to use the broomsticks. You know, it's so fast and convenient.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Why should I be convenienced when I am playing a video game? What? Invisible walls. Invisible walls, Rain. Invisible walls. Was she abducted? Oh, gods, please don't tell me that's... I really hope I didn't fish my wish. A fishy the wishy. I was just over here, too.
Revelio.
That's a wand.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Oh, that's easy. Just the magic of magic.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Of course it's an Ashwinder hideout. Now I gotta poke my nose in more BS. Big Boo, I see you.
Revelio.
Wait, do I have to do it in like sequence?
Accio.
Or do I have to wait until they're completely out? I have to wait until they're completely out.
A hidden door.
Clickety clack, patty whack,
Matthew
give a
must have
dog
been
bone.
taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Alright, time for some sleuthing. I'll take your money in the process if that's cool with you guys. But more money's for me.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Ah, no shit. What gave that away? There's a lot of you people. Man. Do you know you're about to get mollywopped by a teenager? Hi. Fine book of poems, fine autos. Oh, I can find his stuff in here. Yeah, let's do that too. Might as well. We're gonna be here for a while. Bye. I'm not doing anything, I promise. You're hilarious to think that that was actually going to work. I'm a normal day thief. I'm a normal Robin Hood, just in the middle of a fight, just stuffing coins in my pocket. No, you didn't think so. Sorry, buddy. You, my friend, I'm going to break that beautiful shield of yours. Sorry.
You're going to regret that. Expulsion! You've made a grave mistake.
Bombarda.
I don't understand.
Expulsion!
Defender. Protego. What kind of magic that was?
Pay for your deeds. Expulsion!
Accio. Incendio.
Such agility!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Expulsion!
You don't stand a chance against me.
Bombarda. Defender.
Might want to look up.
Accio.
What have you done?
Made a grave mistake.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it. Revelio.
I was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. SKYRIM told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.